up, everybody? Podcast time. What a great way to start this out with Maddie trying to figure out everything that goes into the calendar.
Yes.
Because today we just want to take a few minutes and talk about the holidays, how stressful they are, how chaotic it can be, everything from family issues to time management to finances to, the spiritual side of this. Christmas is on a Sunday this year. And so, we were in the car yesterday and Cammie's talking about, what's the service going to look like on Sunday. And it's really funny that we've come so far from the holiday being about the birth of Christ to where now it's on a Sunday and we're like, should we even go to church on Sunday? So it's such a strange place that we are. So obviously this is my wife, Maddie. We've got Phil back behind the mic today.
Yo.
What's up, Phil?
What's up?
Welcome. And so let's talk about the holidays. So I love Thanksgiving. You love Christmas.
Yes.
I am trying to be more festive this year. I asked the kids to decorate. I told them I wanted to decorate the house for Christmas, but because we were out of town, for my birthday, but because we were out of town, they just did my office, and it looks like Santa Claus threw up all over my office.
It does. It's a little... I like Christmas. I hate for things to be out of sorts.
Yeah.
So when I went in your office, it was super cool, but now I wanted to put it back to normal.
And I'm like, no, I'm leaving like this till sacred season.
I don't like a mess.
It is a mess.
It's a mess.
We got blow-ups. We got fake snow everywhere. We got drop cords running across.
Everywhere.
It is a little chaotic.
Yeah, I don't do that well.
Which is kind of the whole holiday season is kind of chaos, right? Like it is from now until the end of the year, till January 2nd, you kind of get this season of stressed out schedules, a season of holiday parties, whether it be for work or for church or for your family. You have leftover, kind of blues from seasons past or years past. Maybe you've lost a loved one this year and now you're trying to figure out how to celebrate for the first time. I remember when Dad passed away and the first Christmas, how emotional it was, because my dad would always read the Christmas story to us before we opened presents. And I remember how emotional it was when my son Caleb actually was the one who read the Christmas story to us that year. And that was an emotional night for us all, And so maybe you're that person. Maybe this year you lost a family member and you've got to, what are you doing over there?
I was trying to I was washing my hands.
Uh-huh.
I went potty, just number one. And I had to wash my hands, and there's no tissue paper there's no paper towels up here. So I grabbed tissues. And so I was holding on to it, and it was making me fidget. So I was trying to
just
get
toss
rid of it.
Toss it to the side.
Exits it from the right side.
Hopefully you can crop that out. No, so let's talk about favorite part of the holiday season. Okay, so we'll go all the way from now until the end of the year, till January 2nd. Okay, favorite part of the holiday season is what for you?
You want an honest answer?
Well, obviously.
When it's over. I like it. I have fun. But it is like you had just said, it's super stressful and chaotic, and I don't normally do well in stressful, chaotic situations. So yeah. I love it. It's fun, but I wish it was just all done in one day and then it was gone the next day.
Yeah.
So that I could get back to
we do drag
routine.
This thing out a lot.
People drag it out a lot. We have never, and this year you and the kids want to drag it out, and it makes you so happy. It does not.
It makes you so excited.
It doesn't.
Sure it does.
It doesn't.
Because it makes you happy because we're happy.
Sure. It does.
Okay, so obviously we've been married for almost 20 years.
Yes.
In 20 years, we have learned a thing or two, I hope, about life, ministry.
You move a lot.
I do. I got to get comfortable. This chair is uncomfortable.
You made it face you?
No, it's okay. We've learned a lot about how to do some things that we could help some people out with. So, your family's from Maryland. Mine's from Horry County. Your mom and dad are here. The rest of your family's still there. What?
I thought you were going to move it again.
I think everybody's used to this. This is how I do on Sundays. This is what I do. I fidget. I talk with my hands. That's what it is. So we're from, we have two completely unique families.
Yes.
And so early on, as we started heading down the road of getting married and we started talking about the holidays, because that's a big thing. Mm-hmm. You know, you have people who get married who have always done Christmas morning with their family or whatever it may be. And then all of a sudden now they're married and they're trying to choose how to do Christmas morning that they've always done one way, how to do it together. And so I remember early on me saying, hey, you know, Christmas Eve is a sacred holiday for us. Like it is a special day for me and my family. We all go to my grandma's house. We all pile in a double wide trailer and it is chaos. And it is a night that I remember as a child and I wanted my kids to remember. So before we got married, it was like, hey, your family doesn't do anything on Christmas Eve. This is, you know, special for my family. So I'll take Christmas Eve. You take Christmas Day.
Yes.
And that's worked for us.
Yes. I mean, we always opened presents Christmas Eve as a family, but it was just with us as a family, not whenever we lived in Maryland, it was the entire family like you guys do.
Yep.
But since we moved here, it was just us. So it was an easier compromise to just do what was best.
Yeah. And for Christmas Day for us, same concept. We used to always go to my grandma's house. We'd have a big dinner and they still do that. We just don't go because for us it was, okay, I get Christmas Eve for that crew. We'll do Christmas Day at your mom's and dad's house. Yeah. Thanksgiving, we eat a lot at Thanksgiving.
We do.
Because we do Thanksgiving lunch at my family's, Thanksgiving dinner at your family's.
Right. It just worked out because you always did lunch and we always did dinner, so it worked.
Yep.
It worked out for us.
And when we're eating lunch, you don't eat a lot.
No.
I overeat at lunch.
Right.
And then we get to dinner where you overeat and I don't eat a lot.
Yes, because of the food choice.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
because my family cooks a little different than your family does, and vice versa. And I enjoy what my family cooks, and you enjoy what your family cooks.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. I had to start bringing food to his grandmother's house for Thanksgiving because they didn't eat my traditional like turkey, mashed potatoes, corn, cranberry sauce.
My grandma does make dressing, and we call it innards and outards.
Right. And we call it stuffing or dressing.
Yeah.
Right. So it was
you want innards?
Right. And they would have like all this stuff. And I'm like, this is not Thanksgiving. This is not Thanksgiving.
It's amazing.
No, it's still, to me, it's not. We've been married, like you said, 20 years, and it's still not like Thanksgiving. It's just a Southern dish of
Thanksgiving
stuff. It's your Thanksgiving. Yes, it is not my parents' traditional Thanksgiving.
Phil, what do y'all do for Thanksgiving?
We throw down. Yeah, we do very similar like traditional Thanksgiving food.
Yep. Do you? No, like rice,
mashed taters and gravy and
rice and
turkey,
beans, or do you do that?
Yeah, there's some of that. There's some like Brazilian stuff. I mean, it's different up north, right? I mean, down here we do like very traditional and just kind of have like it's called churrasco, like a barbecue, Brazilian barbecue. But
delicious.
Up north we would do that.
So is Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, any time during this holiday season for you something that is so, I'm going to say the word sacred. I don't mean sacred in a spiritual manner, but just like, hey, this is
tradition.
This is a family tradition.
It's the same as you, the Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve for y'all.
Up north, Christmas Eve, like we would have everybody come to the house. They'd have this like crazy tree, and we would do something every Christmas Eve.
So when you get married, you're like, hey, listen, honey, you can have Christmas Day, but Christmas Eve is with my family.
Yeah, if it works out, that'd be cool. It would just have to be we go to Boston Christmas Eve and somehow. But
yeah,
I definitely want to take that to my family. We've actually had that argument like the past couple of years of should we do the Christmas Eve thing or bring it to Christmas morning? Because we would always do Christmas Eve presents, big party. and Christmas Day. I feel like that's a
Kind
lot
of
of
a
people,
letdown, right?
Christmas A is, it's kind of
Yeah.
disappointing because everything gets deflated, and then it's like,
Right. Which is the day really you should be doing stuff.
Exactly.
Because that's Jesus' birthday.
Yeah.
That's what that's why we're celebrating Christmas.
It's so weird that
And
we get
everybody
presents on Jesus'
Does
birthday.
it?
Anyways,
I know.
I don't know. It's weird.
Well, he is our gift. So.
He is our gift.
Amen.
Oh, hallelujah. Okay, let's talk. So that's on top of all of that. We have Christmas parties, from work parties to church parties to school parties to everything in between. We just go into the season knowing it's going to be busy. We got a lot of stuff on the calendar.
A lot.
It's okay. This is good. This is fun. This is a great season. Let's just enjoy it, right?
Yes, he reminds me of that weekly.
Yeah.
Because I get in that mindset of, oh my gosh, there's something else to do.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we have this night. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do with the dogs and the kids? And luckily now our kids are old enough that they don't have to attend things and they can stay, by themselves now. But I can remember it being very overwhelming.
Yeah.
But Jamie's really good at kind of keeping me grounded and
Yeah.
saying it's going to be okay. It's just a season.
Because the
or it's
reason
just
you have a
day.
party, a Christmas party, for whatever your work,
I'm already getting overwhelmed. thinking about that.
the reason you have a Christmas party for your work or for your family or for your neighborhood, your HOA, whatever it may be, the reason you have that party is because people want to come together and celebrate with each other.
Right.
And so that's a good thing. In a world where there's so much division and so much chaos, it's a good thing to be able to get together with people and to celebrate. So don't let the parties, just schedule well, and just make sure that you have your calendar lined up so in advance what's happening and who's participating in what and who's going where at what time, and just make sure you have all that set up so that it's not overwhelming in a time management sense, but that you can just go and enjoy and celebrate and rejoice with people the season. And you may have friends who, you have a work party and you have friends who don't know anything about Jesus, and that's totally okay. You can go there and still have Christmas spirit and them look to you to try to figure out why you have joy and peace and hope, and then you get to point them to Jesus. So it's a great witnessing tool because you get to see people outside of the confines of the cubicle or out of the the typical workspace, and you get to have some deeper conversations with them. So enjoy the holiday parties this year. Enjoy the Christmas parties with your family, your work, your HOA, your team, your whatever it is that you're celebrating with. Enjoy those seasons. Enjoy this party.
Yes.
Okay, Maddie, enjoy the parties.
Yes.
How about Christmas gifts?
Oh. I wish that we just had parties and celebrated and there was no gifts involved. I feel like gifts are that's what people focus on now instead of just being together and having joy and peace and that. And there's so much stress on the gifts.
Yeah.
Especially with our kids right now, the gifts,
Yeah.
And Kami, she's like, there's nothing really I want. And we're like, well, praise Jesus. That's awesome. Don't be mad when you don't have a gift. No.
So
Gifting is stressful.
Gifting is stressful. I used to say the reason why Thanksgiving was my favorite holiday was because it's Christmas without the gifts.
Right.
To me, it's the joy, it's the celebration, it's the family, it's the food, it's the football, but you're not stressing out about what to get somebody.
Right.
So in our lives, we buy gifts for our kids, our parents, our brothers and sisters, our nieces and nephews, our
grandparent.
my we don't have,
We have one
grandparent you left,
Yeah.
one, and then for the staff, for people who are on your leadership team, things
Right.
of that nature. There's not really many other gifts that we buy apart from that I can think of right off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I mean,
I'm sure there's some random stuff that comes up that I can't,
right. But it's
our
kinda,
district overseer, stuff like
stuff
that.
like that. Yeah, but it's I think for me, it's hard to receive a random gift and then not give back.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of that like, well, am I supposed to give them a gift back? What can I give them back? When in reality, sometimes it's, you know, just they're wanting to bless you with a gift and you don't necessarily have to buy them something or give them something back because it's out of the goodness of their heart. And I think it's like, well, if you don't give them back, if you don't give them a gift back, then maybe they're going to think that I don't care about them or that I don't, you know, appreciate the gift and that's not what it's about. It's, you know, people are giving people gift out of appreciation, out of love. And you don't always have to give a gift back, which is hard for even myself to kind of comprehend or not be able to give them something back. So I think that's probably one of the most difficult things about the holidays is, oh my gosh, that person gave me a gift and I didn't even think about giving them a gift. And that doesn't make you a bad person. You know, it just is. I don't know.
And there
it's
are
hard
people in our lives that we give gifts to that we don't expect anything back from them.
Which I think is how it should be. You shouldn't expect a
Right.
gift back. You know, if you're giving out of the goodness of your heart. You're not giving to receive, like how with, you know, when you're tithing or not meaning to bring any of that up, but you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart, out of obligation, not to receive. Or you're like the blessing, you were talking about that during your sermon, like we want to bless people and to help people, you know, for the joy of it, not for to receive something back from it. So I think it's kind of the same thing with giving gifts.
Yeah. Gifts are tough, man. Gifts are tough because we're at a place in our culture now where I remember growing up where if somebody gave me $20, I was like, oh my goodness, somebody just gave me $20. Like I can go for months on this. And now
You're not that old.
I feel that old. And now it seems like $20 is when we give not to someone, but let's say our kids almost expect $20. Like, hey, I need some gas money. Let me get $20. You know, like it almost becomes
That gets you nothing
right. And it's hard because, you know, we go and buy, you know, a $25 gift card for someone and we're doing it because we just want to show them appreciation. And then there's almost this, oh no, do they think that that's not enough? Should we have gotten them more? But then you're buying all these gifts for everybody else. It's a weird, to me, gift giving is the most stressful part of the holiday.
Yes.
I wish I could give everybody something and them give me nothing. I love showering Maddie with gifts. I hate opening gifts from Maddie.
Why?
Because I'm the same way, exactly what you're saying. I'm opening them up and I'm calculating in my head, oh no, this was $74 and I only spent $62 on her. Oh no, I need to go see what I can find in the bottom of the closet that has fallen back there that I can wrap and act like I bought for her, you know?
Yeah.
So gift giving is very stressful.
It is. And then listen, let me tell you this too. Oh, we don't buy each other you know, like there's those people that we just buy for our kids. We don't buy each other gifts. And you know, one of the other is going to buy
just go ahead
them
and buy
a gift. Just buy a gift.
Just go buy a gift.
And then you don't have to worry about, you know, the office talk. Well, I gave them a gift and he didn't give me a gift. And I'm like, even if you said you're not going to buy each other gifts, just buy one simple gift so that there's no bickering. Well, we said we weren't, but he did anyways. Just buy him a gift.
So one of the things that we've done over the past probably
when you get married, Phil,
6 or 8 years,
just buy each other a gift.
One of the things we've done over the last 6 or 8 years is we were really bad at this early on, setting a budget for Christmas.
I still am.
She's still really bad at it, and I will say
he sets it, and I'm just like, bing, 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 bing.
I'm like, stop.
I don't look at
enough,
the budget.
You're done. You're in the negative. No more. But even for each other, even in that concept for each other, you can say, hey, our total that we're going to spend on each other is $100 each. And then if somebody goes over that $100, then
that's their fault.
That's their fault, right? At least you had you know what I mean? You have at least a good idea of what you're supposed to do or what you're supposed to give.
Right.
So,
or just tell each other what you want and make it easier.
Yeah.
Or buy it yourself, Put your name on
No,
it from
that's
the
what my mom used
spouse,
to do with my
and
dad.
then everybody gets what they want.
My mom would open gifts and be like, "Oh, my dad's name's Sherd. Oh, Sherd, thank you for my new shoes." And my dad would be like, "You're welcome.
I did that a
Haven't
couple
seen them
times
before."
from your mom. I got that idea from your mom.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
whatever.
I've never seen those before.
To me, from me.
So
Thank you.
same concept, same line. We also have set budgets for our children.
Yes.
Now, when we moved into our house, we didn't have a house payment, and we went way too far because we didn't have a house payment. But years
And we
prior,
felt bad that we lived
in a little house, right?
teeny house.
Right.
Like
600 square feet,
no less.
400 square feet.
400
Yeah.
square feet. 5 of us. 1 toilet
2 dogs,
that you could touch from your bed.
2 cats,
2 dogs, 2 cats.
3 hermit crabs.
We felt bad.
Yeah.
We were trying to make up for that.
We were trying to make up for that. So, but previous years and this year, we will have a budget set for our kids where we say, okay, this is the number we're spending on. We have 3 kids, so let's say it's $200 a piece. This is our number. We're spending $200 on them, and okay, this is you get to go buy them whatever you want for $200, and it doesn't always fit, but at least it gives us a really good. I think one of the stresses of the holidays is you get to the end of it and you're in credit card debt, or you don't have your house payment set aside, and now you're stressing out financially. Well, if you just plan in advance, this is the money we have. What we had done in previous years, you and I both worked at places where they gave us Christmas bonuses.
Right.
And we would just say, okay, we know this is what our Christmas bonus is going to be from the milk company. This is going to be our Christmas bonus from, the office, the AC company, Air Mechanical. So we know this is going to be our Christmas bonus. So this is what we're going to spend on Christmas.
Right.
That way it didn't affect our monthly budget any.
Mm-hmm.
And we had that money set aside for Christmas. And we then looked at that money to then decide, okay, we're going to spend this much on our parents,
Right.
this much on our grandparents, this much on each other, this much on our kids. And then you are dividing the pie however you decide to divide the pie.
Right.
Because you know what the pie is. And then we got to the end of Christmas season, and it's not this stressful, oh no, how are we going to make it? What are we going to do? Sacred season's coming up. We don't have anything to give because we bought way too many presents at Christmas that our kids don't even know and haven't even opened them and haven't even played with them because we knew in advance this is what we're spending at Christmas. So great wisdom to everybody out there watching. Set a budget, live inside of the budget. And if you can't buy a present for somebody, it's totally okay.
It is fine.
We would rather you come out of December with your budget intact and not buying a present for someone
Right.
than for you to come out of December stressed out and in credit card debt.
Right.
Yeah.
It is stressful.
When I was little, I remember the first time. This
Don't hate my
is how terrible I am. I remember the first time I opened up my stocking and there was a Reese tree in my stocking.
You were so excited
I was so excited
because why?
because they had eggs at Easter.
Right. And pumpkins.
Eggs are the first. No, they didn't have pumpkins. This is new. Eggs are the first thing I remember, but then you'd have to wait a whole year to get back to the egg again.
Right.
And then I remember the first time I opened up my stocking and it had a tree in it. A Reese tree.
And we don't need any Reese trees.
The big ones. We like the big ones. The little ones, we're good. The snack size ones, we like the big ones that like this. These are special. These are super special. What's your favorite holiday snack? You got a can full of snacks here. What's your favorite holiday snack?
I really Christmas. I love the white chocolate peppermint bark. It doesn't have to be from Ghirardelli or Ghirardelli or whatever you want to call it. I like that. I love at Thanksgiving time. I love like a pumpkin rolls and whoopie pies. My mom makes the best whoopie pies. They're like pumpkin and then the cream. That's the one she makes. They're my favorite.
Your drink is what I was thinking.
Yeah. And then Sierra Mist.
Yeah, Sierra Mist.
Sierra Mist, when they were involved in with Pepsi still, they used to make a cranberry twist.
Sierra Mist isn't involved with Pepsi anymore?
No, they moved out. If I'm not mistaken, they've
You gotta be
moved out on their own. and they used to
Phil,
make a
Google that, see
cranberry
if that's correct.
Checking it
twist
right now.
Sierra Mist, and they only came out at Christmas. And whenever we would go to the store, I would buy
A buggy full.
all of them, like 15 at a time. And if the kids went, I would say, if you see any, make sure you buy some. And they would get like 6. So I would have the entire, in the house in Conway, we would have the entire underneath cabinet of one of them. We had a bunch of cabinets, luckily, back then, was full of it so that I could have it beyond Christmas.
And one time it lasted us all the way till like February.
Yes,
'Cause
we
you
had so
of
many.
them.
And then I think Sierra Mist went out on their own and they forgot about their holiday and stopped with the cranberry.
And listen, I know people are going to
Twist
say right now,
Sierra Mist.
somebody's writing on there, oh, you should try the cranberry Sprite.
I've
or
tried
you
it.
should
I've
try
tried
the cranberry
all of them.
7-Up.
It is
or you
not.
should try the cranberry
I've tried it
ginger
all.
ale. She's tried them all.
They're not the cranberry Sierra Mist. You can buy cans of it, which are from last year, and they're like $50 online. I don't want a drink from last year. I want a fresh one. I've even just bought Sierra Mist and tried to pour cranberry juice in it.
Yeah.
Okay,
And that
so
is
I have,
pretty good.
I have the update on
Okay,
Sierra Mist.
update.
It was originally released in '99.
It was
but
the
then
best day of my
in
life.
2016, Pepsi changed the formula and put high fructose corn syrup,
Yikes.
and then it named it Mist Twist. So they renamed it. But in 2018, it says it reverted back to Sierra Mist.
And it's still a part of Pepsi.
It says that it is.
Well, what
It was a
happened,
rebrand.
Pepsi? What happened to
changed
your
the flavors?
holiday? I don't care. The flavor, I don't care either way. It was fine. They just don't make the cranberry one on the holidays anymore.
they
Maybe it wasn't as good of a seller as we thought.
It was for me. It was the best. I was always so excited that, November around, first, second week of November, it would come out kind of like Chick-fil-A's peach milkshake comes out in the summer.
Yep.
It's like a countdown. Like I know it's
There's
going to
a
start coming
petition
out
on
to get them back,
change.org
right?
that says bring back Sierra Mist cranberry.
Yes, sign it for me.
There's
Anybody watching
3,000 people that have signed
Go
it.
there
sign
and
it.
sign it.
We're going to get Miss Twist back.
Cranberry.
Miss Twist.
It is I'm telling you, it's the best drink ever.
Phil, what's the holiday snack that you think of that you remember or that you love so much?
Just like a dessert, I would think flan. You ever
Flan?
had- Yeah.
You can
We have
still
those
go
a
to
lot.
Never heard of
Mexican
flan.
restaurants
Yeah, we have
and
those a
get
lot.
that.
Yeah, we get it all the time.
Wait, what is
Fuji.
flan?
But that's like the only time of the year
It's
I
like
eat
that,
it.
like caramelly, jello-y, like thick custard jiggles.
Yeah.
But it's not jello. It's flan.
Yeah. It's flan.
It's flan.
That's good marketing.
You can get on the cruise. We've had flan on the cruise.
I don't think I've ever had
I
flan.
usually only have it around the holidays, but you can get it anytime.
You can get it year round.
Yeah.
You
Your
can
mom
get
makes
yours
flan?
year round. You know who
Yeah.
can't get theirs year round? Me.
Your mom make flan?
Yeah, but my vava makes it the best.
Vava.
What's a
yeah.
vava?
Vava. Grandma.
Your grandma.
My grandma.
Your vava.
Vava.
Vava boom. Josh
Vava boom.
Gabor said
How about kids are out of school in a month or so? So they get 3 weeks out this year?
no, 2.
2.5?
2.
Just 2 on the dot.
Yep. I mean, I feel like it's more, but they get 2 weeks of school off.
2 weeks of school off. In 2 weeks of school being off around the house,
Mm-hmm.
you as a parent, me as a parent, we think differently of this. So what do you think
We
they
think
should? We
differently?
think differently. What do you think they should be doing in their 2 weeks off from school, sitting around the house? Or not sitting around the house. What do you think they should be doing in those 2 weeks?
Cleaning. I mean, if they make a mess, they should clean it up.
Is it a vacation for them? I mean, it literally is like Christmas
It's their
vacation.
yeah.
But should it be a vacation for them?
No.
Was it a vacation for you whenever you were off for 2
yeah.
weeks?
Well, I would go up north.
You would go.
I would, yeah,
You
I
would
would
go
go
on
somewhere.
vacation.
I don't
I
mean
would.
go on vacation. I mean, but their mindset of this should be a vacation.
Well, it is. They don't have to go to school, so they're not learning, but they still have to do.
But I shouldn't get a load of dirt delivered and make them
No.
shovel and
But they should have to do housework still, like they do. Like they're just off of school. They're not off of life.
gotcha.
That's a good perspective.
Off of school, not off of life.
Right.
So don't feel the pressure of feeling like you've got to fill all of their days with fun, vacation-y type things,
Right.
because they're off of school, not off of life.
Right. And as parents, we're still in the go mode. Like, we're still doing
Right.
our normal life just
Very few
because
parents,
they're out of school.
Very few parents can just take off with their kids and just
Right.
hang out.
Right.
You know, maybe you have a retired mom or dad that's that can hang out with your kids, but very few parents can just take off and just go hang out.
Right.
So it is a vacation from school, not a vacation from life. Very interesting perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works.
It works. It's true.
So holidays are right around the corner. Stresses galore. Busy season. Schedule's full. Money's going to be, always stressful during this season. Time's stressful. And inside of all of that, let me talk spiritually, and then you chime in as you would like. Inside of all of that, there should be, and there is for me, there should be this desire for this season to be spiritual. Thanksgiving is one, like if Thanksgiving becomes about food and football, then we're missing a great opportunity to teach our family or to have conversations inside of our family about what we are thankful for. Even your family used, I don't know that we've done it recently, but used to do it where it was, okay, let's go around the table and tell what we're thankful for. We've done it we do it with our kids. But I think Thanksgiving, we miss a great opportunity to have conversations, to show gratitude to each other, and to show perspective to him of what we are grateful for. I think sometimes we don't fully understand how amazing our life is. And, Phil just got back from Africa, so I'm sure, the holiday season, if you hear anybody complain, it will probably, you may never say it, but it will probably strike a nerve on the inside of you of I cannot believe how ungrateful they are not knowing what I just left in Africa, right? And so in these seasons, as hectic as it is and as stressful as it's going to be financially and as stressful as it's going to be on your family, and as your kids are going to want to, just hang out and go on vacation, and you're going to want to do fun stuff with them, and you're trying to keep up with everything, this is a great opportunity for you to Thanksgiving, to share gratitude and thankfulness and what you have, and to be appreciative. And then even into the Christmas season, it's a great opportunity to share love and joy and hope and peace. I mean, every song you sing is about joy and peace. And, there should be concepts of the season. And I'm saying holiday, not because it's not just Christmas to me. It's Thanksgiving all the way through Christmas. It's November 1st all the way through the end of the year. Even into New Year, because the season of the New Year is new you, the desire to have some sort of New Year's resolution of changes that you want to make. And all three of these are great opportunities to have spiritual conversations with each other, with your family, with your relationship with the Lord, having spiritual conversations of, okay, Lord, I want to be more thankful. Help me to be more thankful. God, I want to have more joy in my life, and not just at Christmas season by looking at Christmas lights. I want to have more joy in my life. Or, Lord, I want a New Year's resolution not to just be about me or about, my weight or about whatever it may be, but I want a new version of me that looks more like you. And so I just want to encourage you during this season, don't get so wrapped up in the financial aspect of it. Don't get so wrapped up in the hectic time management schedule of it. Don't get so wrapped up in the gift buying and the eating and the football and all of the things that you can get wrapped up in. Don't get so wrapped up in those things that you miss the spiritual foundation of this season, of these holidays. The spiritual foundation is there for you to have spiritual conversations with your kids about. If you don't read the Christmas story to them, perfect. Start this year. Before you open gifts, hey, let's read the Christmas story. Let's read the greatest gift that was ever given to us. Thanksgiving, just as you're driving to grandma's house, sitting in the car, hey, what are we thankful for? What is it that God has done for you? Or what is it that you have in your life? And they may say something stupid to you, like, I'm thankful for my phone. That's okay. At least they understand that that's something they should be thankful for. And then as you go into the new year, I mean, we always try with our kids, okay, hey, what is it that you want to see different in your life this year? What is it that you want to change? And start having those conversations so that they don't just become New Year's resolutions that are gone in, a few days or a few weeks. I think the statistics say most New Year's resolutions don't last 72 hours. So,
oh Lord.
That's
bad.
Yeah.
Stop making them.
Well, I mean, as you make them, you're making things that you wish you could do, rather than just determining inside of yourself, I'm going to change some things in my life because I want to. For me, there are things that motivate me. Maddie motivates me. Jesus motivates me. I'm not motivated by a lot of money. Doesn't motivate me. Maddie does. If Maddie says, "Hey, I need you to do this," I'm motivated by her desires. If Jesus says, "I need you to do this," I'm motivated by his desires for my life. And so, New Year's resolution, my motivation, if I say, you know what, I'm gonna stop eating Reese cups this year because that's what I think I should do. And 72 hours. I don't think I'm gonna last 72 hours.
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be New Year's 1 and they got a new, I don't know, something left over from the holidays. It's gonna get eat. It is gonna get eat. And so, because I'm not motivated inside of myself. I'm motivated by, Jesus, by Maddie, by things of that nature. So as you're setting New Year's resolutions, as you're talking about the future and what you want the new year to look like, and you're coming through a season of Thanksgiving, and you're coming through a season of peace and joy and gladness, and you're coming through those seasons, and then you're able to set New Year's resolutions based on a thankful heart and peace and joy and love. Then all of a sudden your New Year's resolutions will be set in Christ rather than inside of yourself with something vain. I don't know, we always set vain, I'm going to grow a beard this year, I'm not going to grow a beard, I can't grow a beard.
You can't.
I tried. It doesn't work. So anyways, from a pastor's heart, just be spiritual during the season.
Yeah.
And I know I told you come on the podcast with me. We didn't have to talk about spiritual things, so you don't have to talk about it. But we try, and it's not easy. And our kids are 18, 16, and 15, and so it's not easy having spiritual conversations with them. It is easy having spiritual conversations, but not think about your future type conversations. Not you can have serious conversations with them, but they don't want to do hey, what does the future look like for you?
I don't want to do that either.
Right. They learned that from their mom.
Yeah, I don't have dreams.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm a half glass full kind of person, and I'm a realist.
Yep.
I don't want to dream and then get disappointed and then not ever want to dream again. So I just don't do it.
And I'm like Michael Scott. I've had this dream since lunchtime today, and I'm not giving up on it yet.
I'm not that way.
That's me.
I'm like, come back.
Yeah.
Let me bring you back down.
So be spiritual in this season. Be spiritual with your family. Be spiritual with your kids. Have spiritual conversations. All 3 of these holidays line up with you being able to have spiritual conversations. Don't miss out on those opportunities. Okay? I love you.
I love you.
You're amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Thanks for having me.
See how awkward that is?
I can't do it.
Phil, thanks for hanging out with us, man.
I love it. And I love your beard, by the way.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Rob.
Appreciate it. Your beard and hair looks amazing, by the way. Super cool.
He's going to cut his hair off.
Yikes. Don't do it. All right. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't let the holiday season stress you out, and be spiritual. Love y'all. Peace.
Brought to you by Alani,
Let's go.
Ghirardelli. Your Reese cup that you ate
While talking.
while talking. That's a gift. Bye.